Fourth round matches are here. Cannot wait to get into it. This has been a very interesting day. The quarterfinals have started to get confirmed. And of course, it's day one of the fourth round. So tomorrow we've got the second batch of matches as well. Before we get into it, though, remember that like button. Do subscribe if you're new and do leave a rating or review if you're listening on a podcast platform. Shout out to our members as well. You guys are all legends. Without you guys, I tell you what, it'll be tough. So we appreciate all your support and contributions. Okay. Let's get into this, and let's start off with the last match of the day, which didn't conclude. Djokovic versus Hurkacz. Thank you to everyone that joined us for that live stream as well. I really enjoyed doing it. It's a shame it didn't get to conclude. Djokovic coming up clutch, winning his 13th and 14th straight tiebreakers in a row, which is just incredible. He went the whole of Roland Garros not making a single unforced error in the tiebreaker, and then came into Wimbledon. He has made some unforced errors, but he's still gone unbeaten on tiebreakers, which is incredible. To say the least. Hurkacz, by the way, was 6-3 up, though, in that first set tiebreaker. Should have converted. But is it just all about Djokovic? I don't know. Maybe it is. But I have to say he lacked a bit of composure, Hurkacz, after putting himself in a really good position. And then even in the second set tiebreaker, he actually, again, was serving at 5-4. In the tiebreak, he had 2 service points and he'd served 23 aces in the day. A lot of first serves, a lot of unreturnables as well. And he served a second serve at 5-4, lost that point, went 5-all, and then capitulated from there and lost the tiebreak at 8-6 again, as he did in the first set. So, look, Djokovic definitely played some really good tennis, no doubt, especially up until the tiebreakers. He managed them better, managed his nerves better. Hurkacz will be disappointed because he should have won at least one of the tiebreakers, but he finds himself 2 sets to love down going into tomorrow, where he'll have his work cut out for him, that's for sure. Sinner and Galan. Well, Sinner beat Galan in straight sets and carries on his great run of form. Look, I mean, he's looking good, Jannik Sinner. Let's see how he gets on in the up-and-coming matches, but you know what? I mean, there's a lot to be said about Sinner on grass. Of course, he was 2 sets to love up against Djokovic last year at Wimbledon. Didn't manage to convert. Djokovic dominated the 3rd, 4th, and 5th sets. Now, the question is, can he go one step further and make it to a semi-final or final? We'll see. But very, very, very good from Sinner to at least match his result from last year. And he hasn't played a huge amount of tennis, which is good. Safiullin upset Shapovalov in 4 sets. Shapo hasn't had the best of seasons, so I'm not massively surprised. The left-hander from Canada will be a bit disappointed because he is good on the grass and he's a real danger with his type of game. So a great win for the Russian, and he marches on. And talking of Russians, Andrei Rublev beat Alexander Bublik in 5 sets. What a match that was. I was watching it. Rublev won the first 2 sets, marching into a commanding lead. But then Bublik came up trumps. I mean, he saved 2 match points in that 4-set tiebreaker, and not 4-set tiebreaker, in the 4th set even. He was 15-40 down at 5-6 serving. He managed to hold, take it to a tiebreaker, win that tiebreaker 7-5 after winning the 3rd set tiebreaker 8-6, but then lost the final set, even 6-4. Rublev played some incredibly inspired tennis, as did Bublik. An incredible match to watch, I have to say. And I very much enjoyed it. So definitely recommend checking it out if you haven't done so already. Okay, if we then look at the women's for today, because there are some great women's matches on as well. Svitolina beat Azarenka in a classic, beating her 11-9 in the final set tiebreaker. Azarenka played some really good tennis, and she showed why her game on grass is actually something to be feared. But Svitolina also showing that she can do it on the grass as well. And look, I mean, this is some inspired tennis from her. Made the quarterfinals of Roland Garros, and now made the quarterfinals of Wimbledon back-to-back after coming back from having a baby. So this is really, really impressive from Svitolina. For Swiatek, she beat Bencic in 3 sets, 6-7, 7-6, 6-3. And Swiatek at one point looked pretty nervy, in all honesty. So she lost the 1st set tiebreaker, and you're thinking, oh, okay, Bencic is looking good. Second set was very interesting, actually. Bencic, when a breakdown, managed to recover, break back. Then Swiatek, though, took her to a tiebreaker and managed that tiebreaker a lot better, winning it 7-2, and then commanded that third set nicely to sail her way through into the quarterfinals. But a big test. She passed it well. That bodes well for the rest of the tournament now. Pegula beat Serenko comprehensively 6-1, 6-2. She's been cruising in her matches. I wonder how she's going to get on. She's made the quarterfinals. I'm impressed as well. There were some big doubts about her fitness and also her form from people, including myself. She's dispelled those. She's looking good. I'm looking forward to seeing how the American gets on. And Andreeva actually played a third round, which is a bit disappointing because she's the only person today to have to play a third round. She's going to have to play round of 16 tomorrow as well, if I'm not mistaken. And she beat Potapova 6-2, 7-5, the 16-year-old, the first, well, not first, but one of the only 16-year-olds to make a fourth round. And look at Wimbledon, which is incredibly, incredibly impressive. Vondrousova beat Pliskova in 3 sets. Good win for her. In terms of my star of the day, there's a few. Svitolina's up there, Swiatek. But I think in terms of the level, the one that I really enjoyed watching as well, Ondrej Rublev beating Bublik. Bublik is a massive danger on the grass. I thought this was a mighty impressive effort from Ondrej Rublev to come through in 5 sets. What's he going to have left in the tank for the rest of the tournament? We'll see. But look, a great win nonetheless. So for tomorrow's matches, we'll go through those now. Of course, Djokovic Hurkacz will be continuing tomorrow. I'm going to go for Djokovic, even in straight sets. I think he'll win the third set. In terms of the others, Eubanks, Tsitsipas, I'm going to go Tsitsipas to win, but in 4 or 5 sets. I've got Lehechka Medvedev. I think that's got 5 sets written all over it, honestly. This is going to be a tough one. And then Alcaraz, Berrettini, we're going to be covering that tomorrow. Anthony will be doing it. Make sure you guys tune in for that. It's going to be an absolute barnstormer. Aces, ridiculous rocket forehands, drop shots, lobs, slices. It's going to have everything. Make sure you check it out. I'm going to go Alcaraz to win in 4 sets. I've got Dimitrov Rune. Again, that's got 4 or 5 sets written all over it. But I'm going to go Rune to beat Dimitrov in 4. Then for the women's, I've got, Andreeva Keys. Now, this is even more harsh. Andreeva's the first up. If she's recovered, I'm not sure. I think Madison Keys might be a bit too powerful for her. I'm going to go Madison Keys in 3 sets. I think Andreeva might take the first set. Then Haddad Maia versus Rybakina. 2 big hitters, big servers. Haddad Maia is a lefty. Rybakina should get through it. She looked really good against Katie Bolter, 6-1, 6-1. I think she's going to win here as well. So I'm going to go for Rybakina. And then Jabeur Kvitova is an absolutely incredible match. Absolutely incredible match. It's a real 50-50. It's hard to call. I'm going to go Jabeur in 3 sets, but Kvitova could easily win. And either player could also easily win in straight sets. And then Sabalenka to beat Alexandrova for me in straight sets as well. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Make sure you tune in to our live watch along tomorrow. And of course, there will be some previews out for the quarterfinals coming up as well. Thank you very much, guys. Stay safe and well. We'll see you in the next video.